Hello, and welcome to another Contemplative Living, where we talk about concepts to bring contemplative living into our everyday lives. You know, Spirit once said to me, shed the stress by increasing your personal power, by going into stillness, and connecting to your divine spark and embracing it. And that's what we're going to talk about today. We're going to talk about embracing that what is within us that is greater than us. And we're going to talk about reverence. So let's get to it.
Welcome to Contemplative Living, where we view contemplations for the week to have a better understanding of our spiritual paths. This is Contemplative Living with Dave Bennett. Contemplations and reflective meditations.
So, we're talking about reverence. Excuse me, I got to take these headphones off. They distract me. So anyway, we're talking about reverence. And, you know, reverence a lot of times gets misunderstood. Many times we think of reverence as bowing down, you know, and prostrations, things like that. When really, what all of those are, there's a lot of misinterpretations as to the meaning of those postures. Because what they really mean is that you're holding a deep respect of something that is greater than yourself. And sometimes we find that something that is greater than ourselves within ourselves. So a lot of times we misinterpret postures that maybe other people are displaying in their reverence. But reverence is really all about a high esteem, respect, a high regard, and we honor what we rise, what we elevate in our understanding. So, reverence is the process of deep respect for awakening and being alive. We are all here struggling through our lives, at least it feels like that on many occasions, but we're all here striving to live the best life that we possibly can. But one way to make that life even more full of life is by bringing reverence into what you're doing. And this is an amazing contemplation to think about what reverence means to us, because it talks about, it resonates within our own awakening and bringing us to our higher self, to our true self. So life is amazing, and every living being is our sibling. So everything is our brother and sister, because we're all so interconnected. We're all so a part of each other. And how we interact in this world affects everyone and everything. Isn't that amazing? I mean, the fact that I can share a stream of consciousness. Good morning, JR. I'm glad you're here. That we could share a stream of consciousness and bring it into the public, into the greater awareness, and allow it to percolate, allow it to just be, is simply amazing to me. To watch the sun come up, to watch the sun go down, to watch the plants in my garden grow. All of that, it brings great joy and reverence into this life and into what I'm doing and where I'm going. So when we fail to look, we miss the extraordinary beauty here on earth. I mean, the people, the places, the creatures, the plants, all of that is extraordinary. When you think about how life continues to bloom, even in extreme circumstances, it's just astounding. But a lot of times we get caught up looking at the material. We're looking for our castle. And we don't see anything beyond that because we're dealing with the circumstances that are about our lives. And there's, nothing wrong with that, but why can't we add an element of appreciation? And by looking and observing and realizing how interconnected we are, and that we're trying to bring more awareness and reverence into what we see and do and how we interact. That is how I want to live my life. And so a spirit of reverence is essential in a spiritual practice. I believe that using our spiritual practice to help elevate and bring that reverence into our everyday, into everything that we do, and recognizing the divinity of everything. Because of that interconnection, there is a divine presence in everything and everyone. But we have to look for it. We have to bring it in. We are responsible for doing that for ourselves. And when we do that for ourselves, we're doing it for everyone else. Again, because we're interconnected. So, give rise to higher levels of intuitive understanding. Augment your realization of unity because of this interconnection, because as you rise to higher levels of awareness and to higher levels of your own intuitive knowings, you're expanding your awareness. You're bringing your full self to bear when you're interacting and when you're going about your business. So strengthen your reverence to leap into reality so vast to ensure the universe is found to be no other than your true self. So what I'm saying here is jump into life, leap into reality. When we bring that reverence, it brings that expanded awareness of our true self into everything that we do. And when we do that, we find ourselves in a much more rich and vibrant universe that enhances everything that we do. It brings all the juice in life so that we can enjoy and we can participate fully with who we are and what we're doing. Now, cultivate your creative fire by bringing your open and warm attention to reverence. This is what we're talking about. This is what Spirit was saying, is to shed the stress by increasing your personal power. Well, within our personal power is that creative fire, and that desire within us to live a full and vibrant life. And when we do that, and when we bring that focus, and we bring that reverence and respect and honoring, and we elevate our true self to know and be reverent that our true self, respect our true self. When we do that, We elevate ourselves. We expand our own knowing, our own knowledge. We bring that vitality. We bring that greater awareness into everything that we do. So, I hope that you find in your contemplation, in your practice, that you can bring more reverence and that you can increase your personal power and elevate your true nature, your true self, to see that it is a part of the divine oneness. And as you do that this week, I hope you're able to bring that into your interactions so that you can bring that peaceful, calm, loving, compassionate center that is you into everything that you do. Namaste.